spin, spin again like a vine. Yeah, Ficky, get bad. She don't ever wanna go 50-50. Jimmy Choo, open toe, hit it on tippy.
I don't even know why you playing with me, nigga. Well, y'all be playing with me on my mama. I should get on it, but it's too many. Yeah. Hey, it's a player holiday. When she for his birthday, you can't tell me nothing. Toxic, not so big, I can't fit it in a while. Can't move how I move, baby. Tell them stop at me when we lean, when we pull up. Yeah, it ain't for me to pop it, it's too bad. Top drive, I be running to a check, I be sprinting to a profit. Do numbers when I want, I'm a cop.
Get the out my way. 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 Move. Get out the way. If you plan on heavy stepping, girl, you better start shape. Peter Piper. Call me Mrs. Parlay. And I'm carrying these. Why you say I do that when I didn't do that? Pull up looking like a lick, then I sped off in the Benz. Victoria's Secret, she a 2 feet kicking. We on just do it. Get the out my way. 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 Get the whip like Bentley truck. Keep starting. Make a diving duck. Make a diving duck. Make a hokey pole. Line these up and make them do the dosey-do. Gone. I got the two-tone. I feel like Thanos in this. I'm too. I be like, then I'm gone. I be like, then I'm gone. Then the drone. Leave me alone. I be on these minds in they head just like a comb. I'm too grown. I'm too on. I'm too rich and I'm too. What the is you on? Get the out my home. Get the out my way. 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 Move, Graham, I go ham, swap me up a man talking on Instagram. See me and start to settle in. Let my fashion Timberlands. Let my easy braces hitting waiting yellow polka top. Wanna pay me, you can pay me. Give me the heebie-jeebies, give me the. You know what to do when you see me. Seriously. Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way.
Like, I get a like Aaron, I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf from the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. To the 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like go. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it. And I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb got stained. I'm out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the set in them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when the got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mine, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony, I'll grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off and you got nerve. Bro, need to get a bird. Now I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454 and I'ma keep it on stock. Cognac bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. Yeah.
Hawks play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live right here from Atlanta, Georgia. And here it comes. The NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. And, of course, Desmond Bain. A part of this lineup. We'll see how they do without him.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
Count it, good. Lillard's got the first points of the night for Atlanta. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. Now, we spoke about how his team is prepared to try and defend Bradley Beal tonight. Coach said we want to keep that ball out of his hands as much as possible. Make somebody else be the playmaker and scorer. That's our goal. It's a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're successful. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Ayton. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Ayton. That one, no good.
Come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 5 on the clock. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the 7-footer Ayton, when he's this close to the basket, he's looking for the jam.
Pass to Moody. Now Caldwell Pope. Lillard outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. On offense, here are the Pacers. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Moody. Lillard outside. And stolen by Ayton. Ball with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Ayton. It's blocked. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Puts it up off the inbound. Johnson gets the bucket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Indiana trailing here.
Substitution from the Pacers.
Outside, Ball.
Gary Payton, the second.
Payton outside. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Now, here's Lillard. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Right wing. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Ayton in position. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's the break. Here's Moody. And the slam by Moody.
A good shooter and defender. KCP can also make plays for others.
Inside. Payton, that's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Atlanta with the ball. Now Lillard lets it go from deep. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Pass the Ball. And Ball gets double teamed. Back to Oubre. Payton in the corner. From deep. It doesn't go for him. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Atlanta. To the left side wing. Stolen by Ball. Back to Beal. Pass to Ayton. Deep 2 from Ball. And again, it's Indiana converting. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Indiana.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams, and he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I love coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
Timeout, timeout.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. three-point shot. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now here's Plumlee. Pass to McBride. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Lillard with it. Spins. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Here's McBride. Wallace outside. Pass to Plumlee. Shot clock at 5. Here's Payton. Nice D from Valanciunas. The Hawks leading. Lillard with it. He has 7. On the wing, Heel. Trying to find Valanciunas. To him. Stan, in a league of stretch bigs, Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin. And look, he'll occasionally take a three, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore.
Here's McBride. Hasn't made one yet. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Now Dick. In the corner, it's Healed. Atlanta again missing. Pacers trailed by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside, Wallace. Lays it up off the glass.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Three-pointer, Heel. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The Pacers making a change here. .26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Pass to Dick. Out left to the wing. And here is Valanciunas. 2 on the clock. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Indiana out in front, leading by a point. In the second quarter.
16.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Clock at 6. Second chance shot. Ball no good. The Hawks trailing. Now here's Rozier. Still yet to score. Healed outside. Back to Rozier. To the paint. Pass to Dick. Tries the spin move. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Back to ball. It's stolen by Hield. Dick with it. Ball is covering. Now Valanciunas. Back to Dick. And the rejection by Ayton.
Access there denied by DeAndre Ayton.
Mason Plumlee.
Outside Rozier. 6 to shoot. 11 feet away. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Indiana leading. Wallace looking for an opening. Outside Ball. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ball's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Down low. Valanciunas inside. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Outside Ball. A three-pointer, no good. And the Hawks with the possession. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. They host the Spurs after this one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Outside, Payton. To the middle. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Dick. Hield left side. For 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Pulls up. Wallace misses.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Pass to Kamare. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's Beal. Still scoreless. Oubre outside. Burks on the wing. Odd pass to Oubre. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Burks.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Atlanta with the ball. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Okongwu. To the paint. Johnson the screen. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard from outside. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Deep 2 from Ball. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Ball's got 9 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Johnson surveying the floor. Shot on the wing. Hits the front of the rim and out. Indiana leading by 3. Outside, Beal. Back to Ball. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Beal. He has yet to score. Plumlee with the screen. Plumlee. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Caldwell Pope right side. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Caldwell Pope's got his first 2 points of the night.
Caldwell Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
Outside, Ball. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks trail by 3. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
The score now all even. He has 5.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Pass to Payton. Beal taking his time here. There's the triple. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. Lillard with it. Now Caldwell Pope. Okongwu with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
Indiana trailing here. McBride with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Johnson with it. And Burks picks him up defensively. High post Johnson. Taken away. Pass to Ayton. They need this. A shot missing. And it's Gary Payton the second with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
The second. Third personal. Team first.
Now Lillard. He has 7. Three-pointer.
And a great first quarter for him, but he seems to be slowing down here in the second.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here's Ayton. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Lillard. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Back to Lillard. Here's Moody. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Indiana. Ayton at the elbow. With the fadeaway. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Ayton's got it all tied up now for the Pacers. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. The Pacers making a switch here. And so here is Indiana. Trailing by 2. Outside, Beal. Plumlee with the screen. Fires it up. Beal can't get it to go.
Big margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Lillard outside. Fires for 3. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And one of the most prolific three-point marksmen in league history. Logo Lillard has unlimited range.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Lillard outside. Over McBride. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pacers trailed by 5. Here's McBride. Still without a basket. From outside the arc. Lillard with the rebound. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Kamara. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now the Pacers with it. It's a 5-point game. Now here's Beal. Pass to Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got his first 2 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. It's good from long range. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, the corner is the sweet spot for Caldwell Pope. Easily over 40% for his career from there.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Beal. Fires the three. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Oubre outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Vanderbilt uses the glass to finish the layup. Vanderbilt's got 8.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Moody. Valanciunas in the high post. A second chance effort. Vanderbilt with the block. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Moses Moody. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu, was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
It's scored by Hield. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Rozier. Here's Kamara. Here's Okongwu. Vanderbilt defending. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Three-pointer, Hield. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hield's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Hield has a quality jump shot and really makes quick decisions.
Back to Beal. Shot clock at 6. Ayton up top. Inside. Okongwu grabs the board.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Dick. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Indiana. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now here's Ayton. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Great execution of the alley-oop. Of course, having Ayton to throw it to makes it much easier.
Rozier with the ball. No scoring in this one. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. This league, Stan, and you've watched it and coached it for years, has the best players in the entire world. And some guys, though, can kind of be overlooked. Like Terry Rozier, for instance.
Yeah, look, here's a guy who's averaged 28 points a game. He can create offense for other people. He plays hard, was an outstanding defender early in his career. He's an important piece for any team he's on.
And what speed, and Stan, what athleticism.
Yeah, no question about it. This guy's somebody who shouldn't be under the radar.
Explosive play by
heel, taking off and slamming that one down before the D could react.
Back to ball. On the wing, Peyton. Oh, ball in position. Rozier with the steal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
And Rozier's not one to be afraid to take things into his own hands. He'll get inside and get physical.
And both free throws good for Rozier.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Here's Ball. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
So much drive in this game. Ball wants to beat you and make you feel it.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
It's Dick on the wing. Nothing on the board. Atlanta making a switch here.
Number 42, Max Kleber.
Pacers trailed by 7. Now Ball. 12 points for him. Wallace outside. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. And here is Rozier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the foul called on Casey Wallace. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution from the Pacers.
Here's Dick. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Lets the 3 fly. Drills the 3-pointer. Dick's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite 3-point shot. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And Rozier, here we go. And he makes that one. Rozier's got 4 this quarter.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving, don't sit back and be passive.
Back to McBride. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's foul number 2 for him.
Pacers substitution. Number 0. Gary Payton, the second.
Here's McBride. No good from outside. The Hawks leading by 10. Here's Dick. Outside Rozier. A baseline change. Dick, that's good. Dick's got 5.
And their defense has taken a turn for the worse here in the second half, allowing way too many easy looks.
Pass to Oubre. Dick with the steal. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. It's Peyton, high post. Here's Plumlee. Out to Wallace. Now Oubre. Over Rozier. Oubre, good. Oubre's got his first points of the night.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
– 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Dick. Pass to Kleber. Plumlee with some nice D.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
McBride with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Just 5 on the clock. All sorts of time. Jump shot is good that time. McBride's got it back down to single digits for the Pacers. Pass to Hield. Puts up a deep three. Plumlee with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. And taken away by Wallace. Fast break. Here we go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
He's a tough player. It's why Gordon's been one of the best role players in the league his entire career. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Atlanta leading by 7. Now here's Lillard. Caldwell Pope outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Lillard. Driving in. And the baseline jumper no good. Pacers trailed by 7. McBride with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And here is Wallace. Beyond the arc. That shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
And man, can Johnson get up. Great to see him cap off the drive like that.
Oubre outside. Pass to Wallace. Now McBride. Takes a 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Lobbed up there for Johnson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Wasted no time on that one.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Pass to Valanciunas. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. 3-pointer, Lillard. The Pacers pull it in. And here is Wallace. Oubre on the wing. From downtown. And the Pacers another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Lillard from outside. Traps in the trade. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Deciding to change it up. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. See how it looks coming out of the timeout, guys.
Thank you, David. Back to ball. In the corner, it's Oubre. It's tipped. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hield. Here's Okongwu. Over Ayton. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Pacers trailed by 5. Ball with it. Out guarded by Hield. Here we go, one-on-one. Okongwu with it. Rozier looking around. Spins. Dick in the corner. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Ball with it. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
Now, here's Rozier. Hield outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Just 4 to shoot. On the wing. And the basket by Rozier.
The more of those mid-range jumpers Rozier hits, the more the passing lanes will open up to him.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And Okongwu has it in the corner. Hands it from downtown. And now it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
Known as a ferocious scorer, Rozier is also solid at knowing when to give it up.
Here's Ayton. Okongwu grabs the board. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Pass to Hield. Back to Rozier. Driving inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Back to ball. It's stolen by Hield. Dick, that's good. Dick's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Ayton. Will it go? Here's Oubre. It's blocked. They recover it. There's Beal with the three. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now Rozier. Pass to Dick. Launches it. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
And so here is Indiana. Here's Ayton. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, Ayton is quite literally a house in there.
Caldwell Pope outside. No good on the triple. Pacers trail by 7. Here's Ball over Lillard. Ball no good. Here is Lillard. For the three. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Wallace outside. Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. Pass to Ayton. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Second shot opportunity. The putback. It's good on the putback. And now just a 5-point Atlanta lead.
And that's a huge score by Ayton. His team needed it, and he delivered there.
Johnson outside. Lillard left side. To Johnson. Vanderbilt with the steal. Ayton in the high post. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
And stolen by Wallace. Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside, Ball. Vanderbilt with the screen. Goes up on the wing. The offensive rebound. Oubre, no one around him. Off target from outside.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, Indiana. They trail by 7. 6 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Indiana ball.
And so it's Atlanta with the
Nothing but feet. I hope you know that I don't. I don't play cards around me. Sit behind this, I dog me. Man, I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. I'm a money harlot. I need all of it. Living falling. Gotta go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Hey, bro, that's beyond me. I don't party. Try to drive me.